Yo, what's up guys, OZ0M here, and today we're back in again with the 2.1 triple spirit log bait deck. So yesterday Mugi played this deck on like CRL Kalala's Cup, and this deck seemed pretty fun. Even though it's 2.1, it's really viable. And in this matchup we are against Leo here, and before we get into the video guys, please make sure you're subscribed. And here he dropped a skeleton barrel and also a Mega Knight. We'll try to activate our King Star with the Mega Knight and lock the Goblin barrel. Yes, that went kind of flawless there. Okay, so we are facing a guy with Mega Knight, like Mega Knight bait deck with skeleton barrel. He's kind of laughing. He's not very happy with whatever is going on. Let's just Electro Spirit barrel. This deck has triple spirit, so super fast cycle. You can just spam Goblin barrels and Dirt Goblins onto them like crazy, and it has a pretty good matchup against a lot of things. Here we are like kind of in a tricky situation, but Fire Spirit should be fine here to defend against everything. We didn't even took any hits from the Dirt Goblin yet, like even from the Dirt Goblin. Okay, so he dropped a Skelly Barrel and Bats combo here, so we can just log it, and the Bats will be taken care of by our Dirt Goblin pretty nicely. Let's just throw in another Goblin Barrel here. Our Goblin Barrel is onto his tower. He Barb Barreled early. Okay, that's kind of interesting, and our Goblin Barrel got some good damage onto his tower, so that was some really nice set of interactions for us here. Our Electro Spirit will jump onto his Goblin gang quite nicely, and that was a bad cannon. I will take some damage here because of that cannon. We can just log that. That's on the side. Alright guys, we are kinda even Steven here. He drops yet another skeleton barrel. We can just Fire Spirit once that pops, and Fire Spirit will counter it completely. As you guys know that all spirits counters the Skelly barrel after popping if you just put it in the right spot. Let's just try to trick him a little bit with the Goblin barrel. That went kinda right because he dropped the bats. He would have taken a lot of damage anyways. So here we can just cycle an Ice Spirit. His Barb Barrel is coming on the other lane. Let's just log that because he dropped the Dirt Goblin onto it. And he throws in the Evo Barrel. Let's just, if that's on the back, let's just Goblin Barrel and Fire Spirit that. And that's a pretty nice, easy defense there. And the Electro Spirit with the Goblin Barrel will take a good care of his Goblin gang. We can just log that away, and we can just cannon for the skeleton barrel. Excuse me. Let's just Fire Spirit onto everything. That will take good care of the Skelly barrel and also the barb. And he drops another Mega Knight. This defense could be tricky, but we will try our best because let's just double spirit first, and let's just set up a cannon here. And also we have the Evo Dart Goblin to defend against everything. We have the lock for the Goblin barrel, and I think this is pretty amazingly defended. And we can just throw in the Goblin barrel and take his tower, and in order we can just win the match in the process. And this guy won't be very happy about it because we kinda destroyed him all game, and his Mega Knights kinda went nowhere. And look at that, he's laughing, he's not very happy. And that's a really nice win guys. So let's just move on to the next match. Alright guys, we are against Dexter here in the next match. Let's see what kind of matchup we get. Let's just Fire Spirit at the bridge first play. The Cannoneer with this deck is kind of broken guys, because a lot of things gets taken care of by Cannoneer quite nicely. For example, Royal Hogs. Just look at what Royal Hogs does to the Cannoneer with the help of a cannon. And here we can just Goblin Barrel to take the aggro for the Flying Machine and take it out quite easily. And let's just throw in the Goblin Barrel with the Electro Spirit. He drops the Zappies. Okay, Zappies won't be quite enough for the Goblin Barrel. He will still take a lot of damage. Okay, that's kind of like 800 damage onto his tower. That's really nice. Zappies are like my least favorite card in the game. I hate those cards, and I don't really like playing that either. And whenever I face this, I don't have a good feeling about it. So if we win this match, I am really happy because I hate Zappies. Okay, this defense could be kind of tricky if he has arrows, but looks like he doesn't have arrows, and we are defending the Royal Recruits kind of easily. And that was a really nice defense guys. He drops in the Royal Pigs, and we can just split Goblin Gang and Fire Spirit, and that will be quite nicely defended. We have the Goblin Barrel in our hand. Let's just throw in the Goblin Barrel onto his tower. The Dart Goblin is still alive. Look at the Dart Goblin guys. He arrows, but the Dart Goblin got so much damage onto his tower. His tower is down to like less than 50% health. I'm really happy with however the interaction went there. Let's just Ice Spirit at the bridge here. The Ice Spirit and all the spirits kind of forces out a negative elixir trade every single time. You just drop a card that's worth more than one elixir or take a lot of damage. That's kind of annoying feeling. And this deck has 3 spirits, so you can imagine how this deck can operate. Let's just electro spirit here and goblin gang for everything. That will be quite nice and easy defense, because the flying machine will be taken care of by our cannoneer in 2 shots. And let's just throw in the goblin barrel. We are back to goblin barrel already. This time it's the evo goblin barrel. Okay, the ice spirit kind of freezes his tower, but that's kind of late, and he arrowed the goblins away. Let's just fire spirit again, just keeping up the pressure. The fire spirit, he has to take that. I don't believe this guy is having a lot of fun, because he has to ignore our spirits all the time, because he cannot build a big push if he decides to like respond to our spirits here. He dropped the lead zappies, but his tower is gone, and he also barbed barrels. Okay, but we are in a very commanding lead. But this defense could be tricky here, because he has arrows and he will arrow our evo dart goblin away. But we will try to get some value out of evo dart goblin before he arrows. Okay, he flying machine, for some reason he still isn't arrowing. That's kind of funny. And look at our evo dart goblin cleaning up his troops. He finally took that out, but we have another dart goblin already. Let's just fire spirit onto the flying machine, and this should be a good defense and also good game. Okay, I'm kind of lagging. That goblin gang was a little bit late, but I think it's fine, guys. That flying machine will be taken care of by the goblin gang. And let's just cannon here. He finally arrows my dart goblin, but that's too little too late, and that's good game, guys. All right, guys, we're in the next match against I Spam Hogs. I believe he will spam hog. Oh no, not actually. He has the goblin barrel, and our goblin barrel, our log took care of his princess quite nicely, and goblin barrel was in the side, so our goblin gang took care of it quite nicely. Let's just throw in the goblin barrel of our own with the electro spirit. Okay, electro spirit will be quite nice here, because it will like splash onto all of the goblins from the goblin gang. And let's ice spirit had to defend against everything. Okay, that was kind of nice defense. We took very little damage. I'm happy with however the interaction went there. Our dart goblin, let's just decide to tank with the fire spirit. Okay, he drops a knight, then and that will be it for everything. And he throws in the goblin barrel. Let's just log it away, because that's on the like left side of the tower. Logging it from the standard position is okay. And let's just throw in the electro spirit and goblin barrel combo onto his tower. Let's just try to trick him a little bit. He logs the electro spirit and drops the goblin gang for the goblin barrel, so that was kind of unfortunate. No problem there, guys. He took a negative leagues trade anyways, and our dart goblin will take care of his goblin gang and will get some damage onto his tower if he ignores it. Yeah, he ignores. That was some good damage. Let's just cannon here for the princess and the like skeleton barrel, and that will be quite nice and easily defendable. Let's just electro spirit here to take care of everything, and let's just throw in the goblin barrel with the fire spirit combo. This one is a evo goblin barrel this time, and that is really nice. He didn't really had the log in hand. He had to drop knight and took a lot of damage onto his tower. We can easily lose this match still, because Lockbait can make some really nice comeback against our deck. And okay, he kind of tricked me with the Evo Goblin Barrel here. He dropped the regular Goblin Barrel on the other lane. We took so much damage onto our tower, and look at the Goblin Gang onto this side. And I think this guy is having a very good lead on me, and it will be kind of hard to come back from it, but I'll try my best, obviously. Never give up. All right, let's just cannon for the skelly barrel. The skelly barrel will drop onto our cannon. He drops a princess on the other on his side, excuse me. And let's just log in the goblin barrel. That's way back. We still miss one goblin, but our tower took it out. And our evo dart goblin is getting some good value here. And evo dart goblin has been taken care of by his princess. That kind of unfortunate. Let's just fire spirit goblin, dart goblin and goblin barrel onto his tower. Let's just log the goblin gang away, and let's just have cannon for the skelly barrel. He also like goes for the barrel on the other side. Let's just electro spirit that, fire spirit that, excuse me. And let's just log the princess away, and we are not looking good, guys. Our tower is down to 49 HP, so I think that should be good game, guys. This guy played kind of well, and I have to give him the credit for beating me fair and square in this matchup. I tried my best, but it wasn't really meant to be a win. Okay, so let's just see if we can make some miracle happen, but that won't be the case. He has the skelly barrel on the other side, and that's good game. Okay, let's just move on to the last match of the video. Alright, guys, we are against Gyako, and he also has princess. We are switching to princess tower for this match only. let's see how it this deck fares with Princess Tower. That's what my goal was. Let's just throw in the Dart Goblin and Goblin Barrel onto his tower. That will be some really good damage. Okay, guys, I wasn't really expecting that much. That was like 1,000 damage. Okay, he has Hog with Goblin Barrel. That's kinda weird deck combination right there. Okay, so here we can just Ice Spirit the Firecracker away. Our King Tower is activated anyways, so we won't really stress out very much. Okay, so let's just Goblin Barrel here. He drops the Skarmy. We can just Electro Spirit that. Since we have Princess Tower, that should not be as much of a trouble as it would have been with the Cannoneer. And Princess Tower took care of the Skarmy quite nicely. Let's just let the Princess lock onto his tower. Now Dirt Goblin, and the Dirt Goblin will force out a response if he decides to ignore. That's good for me. Yes, he decides to ignore that, and we got some good damage here. And we have like the cannon on our hand, so let's just try to cycle back to like our goblin barrel quickly. He drops the firecracker. That was a good firecracker by him. Our cannon will die immediately, but no problem here. The firecracker won't get any damage to our tower. Let's just goblin gang fire spirit here. He will drop a prediction lock, kind of obvious, but we didn't really had anything else to do, so we took a hit from the hog rider and like got predicted by his lock. That's kind of fine for me. Okay, he has Mega Knight too. Mega Knight will be kind of tricky to defend here, but we will try. The Princess Tower doesn't do as much damage as the Cannoneer, so that's why the Mega Knight is kind of a challenge with this deck to defend with, even when we are using Princess Tower. So let's just pull it to the King Tower. That's nice and easy, and also we will take care of his like Evo Firecracker with our Goblin Gang. So that was nice and clean defense right there, and his Princess will be taken care of by our Goblin Gang. That's really nice. This match is going kind of flawless so far. Let's just see if we can end it on a high note. He locks the Goblin Barrel, but that was kind of late, so he took a lot of damage there. We have Cannon and Ice Spirit ready for his Hog Rider. His Hog Rider has been taken care of quite nicely. And let's just drop a Electro Spirit, Dart Goblin, and Goblin Barrel combination onto his tower. Okay, Goblin Barrel, we kind of held it for no reason. I don't really know why, because his tower went down anyways. I was hoping to go for Goblin Barrel on the other lane. Let's just apply some more pressure, and I think this guy has just given up. So that's really nice video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to smash like, also subscribe if you haven't already, and please make sure to subscribe, because we are kind of falling behind in subscriptions. So I hope to see you guys back here again tomorrow for another video, and until then, good night, guys.